Hello, everybody, and welcome to Season 2, Week 2 of Drive to the Game here on SportsCaster.com in partnership with WJR. It's Rochester and Rochester Adams doing battle here at Adams High School. Downtown Rochester is the place to be for high school football. My name is Giovanni Moceri, so happy to have you with us. I am joined with a full table. Everyone is here for this rivalry matchup. I have to my right side, Gabe Loper. To the farther right, Taryn Fritzsching. And Rochester student guest to the broadcast, Harper Miesch. All join us today on the broadcast, in addition to our student broadcasters up in the booth with WJR's Chris Renwick on the play-by-play. And to kick things off here, I want to go down the table here. We got great action ahead of us here. Harper, I want to start with you, especially with schools that are so close to each other. It's a 10-minute drive. I Googled it. So very familiar teams. They play every year, and you got great insight as far as how the student sections behave. There's going to be some wildness today.
Yes, there will be. Our student sections are so competitive. We are very competitive with either our themes, how much energy we have, or of course, who's winning. Mm-hmm. But I would say that the student sections are what honestly make the game alive, because I feel like if there wasn't a student section, it would kind of be sad. But our student section's theme tonight is Greek life, so we're wearing like togas and stuff like that. And then the students at Adams is welcome to our house, so I assume they're wearing frat boy stuff, but yeah. Yeah, it's so cool to see the student sections and their themes, because you can clearly see like the difference and also how much school spirit each school has and how much they're all able to just come together and support their teams.
That's one of the special things about high school sports is you being able to be a student. It's a different level of fandom. It's beyond fandom. It's who you are as a student of each school. So that energy is fantastic to have at the game here. And if you are new to SportsCaster.com and you're just stopping by, be sure to hit subscribe to here on YouTube. We got full video of the game as well. It's not just the radio broadcast, but that of television as well. So we got full footage of the game that you can watch right here on YouTube or on our website, sportscaster.com. More details on that to come here. But for Taryn, both of these teams in the Oakland Activities Association, the OAA, both in different divisions, though. Adams in the OAA Red and Rochester in the OAA White. But this is still one of the most competitive conferences in Michigan high school sports. Both these teams come in a little bit different, though.
Absolutely. I mean, hey, if you guys were here with us last week, we covered one OAA Red team. However, we saw two. Adams plays in the OAA Red with not only Clarkston and Lake Orion, but West Bloomfield and Oxford. And wow, what a division to be a part of. I cannot even imagine that. And so Adams, I know that Adams the past few years, they've been kind of putting them down, but Adams has just kept coming on top. And that's what I think is just so interesting about how it's like, oh, you don't receive any first place votes, and then you come out on top. You make it to they won. Let's see my notes. They won district and regionals, and they lost to Hudsonville. We know that Hudsonville's great.
All the way in the state semifinals.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Rochester, on the other hand, plays in the OA White, so they play with Groves. We know that Groves is a absolute D2 powerhouse. Stony Creek, Harper Woods, Rochester, obviously the team that we're seeing right now, in Southfield A&T. So it's interesting to see how two different teams in the same city can just be in just completely different divisions. And I mean, hey, I think that all of Rochester is here, unless you're in Stony Creek for whatever reason. You're going to be at this game because it is an absolute amazing crosstown rivalry matchup here.
It's the main event tonight, and we cover many main events here on SportsCaster.com. The platform, it's the place to be to get your start if you're looking to get into sports broadcasting. If you want the headset across your mouth as well and to give your voice to the people that you know sports and to prove that you know sports, SportsCaster.com is your place to get started here. Go to our website, SportsCaster.com, make an account, and start making content. There is no better time than now. SportsCaster.com is your home for all things broadcasters here. And also with our partnership with WJR to make this broadcast possible, we have a fantastic staff helping us put this together. Like we mentioned before, WJR's Chris Renwick on the play-by-play, leading the show once we get towards kickoff in just a few minutes here. He will be joined by Rochester High School student Ethan Crowe on the color commentary, as well as a member of Rochester Adams. That would be Charlie Donohe, who will be up in the booth. And every game here at Drive to the Game have a student or more from each of the high schools competing to give them the opportunity to really feel and be a sportscaster. So we appreciate WJR for providing the opportunity to these students as well as SportsCaster. And now to Gabe, you like more of the X's and O's things. You want to see, you want to know what the ball is going to be doing this game here. So give us a little warm-up as to the teams we see here, how they play coming into this one, and what's the profile on each team?
Well, I mean, both these teams, they run very similar style of offense. They don't, they like to run the ball. They like to control the ball. They like the quick passing game, find those spots inside those zones, hit them, get down, move the chains, even if it takes 3 downs. Both these teams, they like to kind of chug away. They're not really big play teams. Now, here's the thing. Adams, they have big-time players.
Big time.
As a matter of fact, I talked to Drake Reed, one of the DBs coaches for Rochester, and their only goal, stop number 10. This kid, number 10, Ryland Waters. What? Was it Waters?
Ryland Waters.
Ryland Waters.
The Rhino, they call it.
Yes. This kid's a dog. And he, big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games, and this is a big-time game. There's going to be some big-time plays because he is a big-time player. So they're going to try, that's going to be their goal. They're going to hone in on him. But, again, it's rivalry week.
Of course.
Early rivalry week, kind of see a little bit of who you are. Are you going to be in the race? But the biggest thing, again, keeping those emotions in check. Emotions can always override the X's and O's, especially in a rivalry game. I'm expecting to see some flare-ups from time to time, but outside of that, it's going to be a great one on the field and off the field, as we've learned.
Of course, and we hope it all stays within the rules. Polite competitiveness is the kind of vibe we go for here. And like we mentioned for Rochester, Ryland Waters, 4 touchdowns going through him in their game against Romeo, a 34-7 win over the Bulldogs, 2 through the air and 2 through the ground. And it's not just him running the offense; they got plenty of talent to go around. But on the Rochester side, 35-0 victory over Fraser. Harper, I mean, what better way to start the season than a shutout 35-0 win over the Fraser Ramblers?
Oh, yeah. That was just so exciting for us and crazy, I would say. We for sure weren't expecting it, but it was just so exciting.
No doubt about it. And a little bit of a fun fact about each of these schools here. Doing some research at Rochester High School, Taryn, I don't know if you found this out, but their dance team were the DTU national champions.
No way. I did not know that.
National championship dance team for the Rochester Falcons here. So when you see them at the pom-poms on the sideline, know that there is national talent there. And it's great to see. Now we go over towards the Rochester Adams side. Their boys soccer team are the reigning state champions. It's not just football that both these schools excel in. Their whole athletic department are those that breed success.
Yeah, Adams has been great for years, especially with myself being a Troy Athens student. I play Athens every single year, no matter if it's basketball, obviously soccer. With Athens was the 2023 state champions, and then Adams. So the OA is keeping the soccer in check. I do have to say that.
Absolutely. Soccer is one of the mainstays here in the OAA Red here. In just a few minutes towards kickoff here, I want to take you guys to a little bit, into the scenery here. We got full stands here on both sides. As the game goes on, it'll become even fuller. This is the main event here in Rochester, and as the bands make their way off the field here, the national anthem has been set and captains are getting set to meet at midfield. Once again, be sure to subscribe to us on sportscaster.com here on YouTube. Once again, we'll have full video of the broadcast here, so if you want to stay with us here on YouTube or hop over to sportscaster.com, you'll get the full view of the game. And once kickoff starts, we'll be kicking it off to our WJR feed as well. So whether you want to watch, whether you want to listen, we got you covered here on Drive to the Game. So final thoughts before we go into this game. We'll go down the table quickly. Some predictions going into this game. What are we going to expect to see on the scoreboard by the end of it? Harper, we'll start with you.
Oh, gosh. I think that I don't know. I honestly think that it might be a close game because Rochester has been practicing a lot, and every year they come out with a new bang that we'd never see before. So I think it will be a close game. I don't really know what the score will be, but
no problem. Hey, we'll take winners across the board.
Oh yeah, either or. I will be happy for both teams.
I think I gotta note this. Adams has not let Rochester score on them in 2 years, and I think that's pretty significant to this game. I will say I do think that Rochester can kind of break that, but I think that it's going to be a 35-7 victory. Adams over Rochester.
Adams has the size. Rochester does not. It'll be a close game to start. Give me Adams 49-0.
And it'll be Adams for me as well as we kick it off to Chris Renwick in the booth with our student broadcasters. We'll see you on WJR. Stick right with us on YouTube.